Hello out there, we're on the air, talking night to night. Tensions grow, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. I don't actually watch hockey, like, ever. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Hello, Canada visa revoked. But you're a leave. I'm just not that into hockey. Crazy because hockey is so good this season. Is there an active hockey season going on? That's how out of the loop I am. That's how bad it is. Big Canadian. Yeah. I like getting the ice cream cups when I go see a game. It's been like a decade, well over a decade since I last went to go see a NHL game, but I like the ice cream. Yeah, the ice cream is good too. And isn't it enough that I just enjoy the atmosphere? Hello. Isn't the food expensive at games? Ooh, I don't know what it is right now. I will say the last time I went to go see an NBA game, well, was quite recently. It was last year. And it was a Lakers game, so that also brings up a price point a little bit. But the last time I went to go see an NBA game, I think I spent like probably like $30 on food for me and my nephew, something like that. Yeah. All sports have pricey stuff, for sure. It's okay, I didn't have to buy a jersey, and that's enough for me. Demonstrous, thank you for $2. Thank you, John Madden. Wow. It was the Raptors, wasn't it? I think I saw Lakers versus... I think it might have been Golden State, but it might have not been Golden State. I just know it was a Lakers game. It might have been Clippers, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So a boycotted stream today. If you think about it, sports can be pretty... Sports isn't inherently a boy thing, especially if we're talking Winter Olympics, because there's a whole section of female-orientated sports in it. But I guess if you'd like to consider it such, yes. I'll be completely honest, I won't understand poop today. That's okay. I'm kind of a filthy casual when it comes to this stuff, so... I will probably be corrected quite a bit today. Also, thank you so much to Godric Valentis for 3 months. Drop Prime, thank you for a membership as well. Hello. Happy Monday. Hope you guys all got a lot of rest and relaxation this weekend. Hopefully, at least a little bit. Hope Monday hasn't been too hard on any of you. I just came back from the gym also. So I might sound especially exhausted right now. I'm working on... How's the gym? It was good. I'm working on getting my standing bridge. So from a standing position, back bending into a full-on bridge. Like... I don't know if you guys can visualize that, but... It's essentially a trust fall, but there's no one to catch you. Only your abs and your shoulders. And I have incredibly weak shoulders. So it's been a struggle. I think because I'm working though from a standing, like I can do from the floor, I can push myself into a bridge, but I think right now because I'm working on getting it from a standing position, it's mostly been core, and I'm a lot more confident in my core than I am in my arms, my weak, pathetic little girl arms. RB Grizzly, thank you for 28 months as a pure blood love bug. Thank you. Dizzy the Mega Idol, Dizzy Love, thank you. Aya with the Pirate. Arg, thank you. Daisy Chain J, thank you for a $9.99 lift bug. Let's go, thank you. Silver Dogs, thank you for $4.99. As a Seahawks fan, the Super Bowl was amazing. F the Pats. I'm very mercenary. Seattle, I guess, is like would technically have to be my team, but you know, I just bet on whatever. I bet on whatever Drake doesn't. Like the minute I think he bet 100 mil or something, like an insane. He put an insane bet on the Pats this year, and when I saw that the morning of the Super Bowl, I just went, oh yeah, I don't need to watch a Super Bowl to know how this goes. Seahawks win. Seahawks win again. He is the worst bettor I have ever seen. That is not a gambling man. If that man rolled for gacha, he would only have pity polls. Only. M13 Wolf, thank you for 31 months. Dizzy Love, I started a new job today. Congratulations. Hope it's going well. Sly Maverick, thank you for $2. 2025 Super Bowl champs, Seattle Seahawks. Very nice. Apache, thank you for 27 months. Been hoping for a sports stream. Maybe I can finally stop being bored GF of my friend group when it comes to sports. Okay. I have a very polite knowledge. Very, very polite knowledge of how football works. So please fact check like literally every single thing I say. Benjamin 2000, thank you for $5. Who won the Grey Cup, Dizzy? I have to know because I know Baltimore won it twice, back to back in the 90s. Best city in all of football. Why am I your retired uncle? Chat? 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 Yes? BF Hood Rich, thank you for 25. Thank you. The Monsters, thank you for $2. Wait, aren't you Drake's biggest anti kind of base? Yes. Yes. Hi Lizzie, have a cute stream at work and about to drive home soon. Drive safely. Drive safely. JDS Snake, thank you for becoming a love bug. Are you Kendrick? Streams would look very, very different if I was, chat. Very different. And like Campbell, thank you for 3 months. Real question, are you excited for Daytona 500? Are these sports events that I should know or care about? What the fuck is a Daytona 100? Daytona or 500? Daytona 500. NASCAR! Guys, I watch F1. And I just started watching F1 like last year, like mid-season. F1 is better. Hell yeah, F1. I mean, it's more. To be fair, I don't know anything about NASCAR, so I can't comment on how interesting NASCAR is. But F1 is like perfect if you're also really interested in social media and marketing and like the lives of the super wealthy. Because F1, like to get into F1, to just get into F1, you have to be pretty fantastically rich. Because it's an expensive, it's a crazy expensive sport, okay? Yeah, it's an aristocrat sport. So like, one of my favorite things about F1 is, and I don't know if other F1 fans in chat have this experience or if this is strictly a thing that I do as a woman. I love, number one, watching like the audience reaction, the family and friend reaction of F1. Like, I love watching Nepo babies fight their parents about their credit card bills while they're watching F1. And the other thing I really like is, you know, when the F1 driver is radioing into his team about like his experience while driving. I love listening to those calls because they get so sassy. They get so sassy and it's fucking awesome. It's the best. Mr. Azazel, thank you for becoming a love bug. Thank you. NASCAR is very Nepo baby too. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, F1 is good for sass. Yes. Sounds like a Max or Charles fan. I like Verstappen. I like him. Alonso, yes, Alonso radio messages are so good. Damn, Disney didn't read my super. Hold up, I might have missed out on a boo. Yeah. Derpy is derp. Thank you for $2. Dizzy, which team do you root for F1, NBA, etc.? Oh, I'm gonna get fucking crucified here. I'm actually gonna get crucified if I share all of this. First and foremost, can I just say hi, love bugs. I've missed you. Did you miss me? Ooh, yes. It's been a while. Yes, I missed you, sports Dizzy. Do you only watch me when I talk about sports? It's a rare occasion. Ooh, missed you, Diz love a little. Yes, yeah, always so much. Terribly miss Dizzy. Miss you, big Diz. I only saw part of a weekend stream. I'm so sad. Oh, the collab with Aqua. It's on her channel. It was fun. I think she's probably making a video sometime soon. I talked to her a little bit after stream too, and yeah, she's a really positive person. So I like spending time with her. Yeah, I had fun. Thank you guys. Sorry also if I'm pausing a lot. My throat is particularly parched today, so I do have several beverages on my desk right now. Yeah, sadly the memes were weak, but stream was fun. Yeah, memes weren't great, but you know, I'm kind of grateful for that. I didn't seem too out of touch as a result. I missed my dose of Dizium. Did you guys? I know we're jumping topics here, but do you guys know about Penisgate? Did you hear about the Penisgate? What? Yes. There's the best, or I guess the funniest scandal coming out of the Olympics was Penisgate. Can you elaborate? Huh? Where to start? Okay, so I believe this was before the Olympics officially even started. Okay, wait, let's talk about all the things we're gonna talk about today. Because I missed you, love bugs. I missed you, and I spent a lot of this weekend catching up on sports news because I didn't realize that there was so much, and so I I just got on my iPad, like a little iPad baby, and I spent all weekend watching highlight videos, watching games, catching up with the NBA, catching up with the Super Bowl, and then catching up with the Olympics. I'm still not caught up with the Olympics, but also who the fuck watches every single Olympic event? But I'm very behind. I'm very, very behind. I just scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled my way all the way down. How is figure skating a sport? Well, actually, figure skating, especially this year, if you watch men's singles, is an incredibly, it definitely qualifies for a sport, because if you're looking at who won male figure skating this year, it wasn't Shin Sato, who like chef's kiss is artistry incarnate. It was the quad god. And the quad god is such a fantastic, I don't actually know what his real name is. He's this beachy looking lawn boy, right? The quad god is the only male figure skater, dead or alive, I believe, who can do such a physically intensive routine, because he just built different. He will like do a quad into a triple axel, and what a quad is, it's rotations, right? Like you're jumping vertically and you're doing rotation on knife shoes. And he gets a 4.5 on quad rotations, right? Which means he almost does 5 fucking rotations. It's not just a 4 flat, it's 4.5. Do you know how physically impossible it is to do 5 fucking rotations? Yeah, he fell yesterday and still went, because he doesn't have to be the most technically sound, because his physicality is just so intense that he is able to rack up more points than other skaters through his physically intensive routines. Like, so shut your ass up about figure skating not being a real sport. Yeah. Did he win? Yes. Yes. But curling is a real sport. Unfortunately, Canada's best sport in the Olympics is curling. So I will pretend to care when they win a medal, but I can't say much about it because I don't actually watch. Curling is sick, though. Curling is hype. Yeah, I know a lot of people really like it because there's like a team element. But I'm not like super into it. Also, Dizzy Simping 2 minutes, and I'm not actually a male figure skating fan. Okay? I just want to clear this up. And I also watch for artistry, which is counterintuitive considering we're talking about how figure skating counts as a sport, and I'm talking about the physicality of it, but I actually do watch for artistry. So I prefer Shin Sato like 120%. That man is technical perfection. And like, if we're talking figure skating, the true drama and the true draw of this entire event for me was the women's free skate event. Just because, honestly, Japan is always fantastic. Kaori Sakamoto, you beautiful woman, muscular and strong like ox, but graceful and divine like heavenly lark. I have no idea what the theme of her routine was, honestly, but I just love watching her because she is so strong and so graceful and so precise with every single move that she makes. Like, it's always a pleasure. I think she's 4 champions 4-time champion, something like that. But also, I do have to bring up the female free skate because I'm a bit embarrassed to be a Canadian right now. Because if you followed along to qualifiers at all, and I think most people in chat who are Canadian probably did, you will know that this year was one of the most dramatic and important years for Canadian free skate. We had so much drama concerning our Olympic skate team because of who our representative is. Detective Glade, thank you for $5. Howdy, Dizzler. I hope you are well. Talking about sports ball, huh? Technically sports skate right now. How about the Super Bowl, huh? Also, the Winter Olympics are up, huh? Nice. Am I being pandered to? I'm being pandered to. What happened this time? Canadian, and I did not. Oh, let me tell you why you should tune into Canadian skating. Did you see the ludicrous display last night? Yes. Yes, Canada did lose. I'm just gonna put that out there. Let me talk to you guys about what's going on with Canadian skating. Okay, so Maddie Skizas, I think I'm pronouncing her name correctly, is the female representative for Team Canada. Her media personality, for better or worse, to define it, is just brat. Her entire media personality is just brat. I don't know her personally. If I did, I'd pretend not to because yikes. But she is unironically the drama of the 2026 Winter Olympics, aside from penis skate. Why? She's just like incredibly brazen and competitive, but also we'll get into it. So what made this such an insanely competitive year to get into Canada's Olympic skate team is Maddie Skiza was our representative for the Winter Olympics. But this year, Gabby Daleman, I think her full name is like Gabrielle or something. But Gabby Daleman, who is our current Canadian champion, comes back to compete this year. And she has historically brought home 2 medals in the Olympics. So she is like special interest to Canadians, okay? She is one of Canada's sweethearts, right? But yeah, they get into this super heated rivalry, Western BL reference, and being a brat, Maddie goes, "Over my dead body will anyone else compete?" True quote, by the way, you can look it up. So they, leading up to the Olympics, have like a ton of press on them as they're trying to get this one spot on the Olympic team. Meanwhile, like Team America is just like, yay, we love each other so much. Happy, happy, joy, joy, whatever. No, Canada's a fucking mess. Also, there's a third rival, but she technically couldn't compete in the Olympics anyways. But she could have scored higher than Maddie Skiza. But Maddie Skiza pulls out the win. She said what she said, and she meant what she said. And she makes it to the Olympic team. Right? But then, whole girl causes another media circus because she's still I think she goes to McMaster's. She's still a college student. So during the opening weekend of the Olympics, she forgets to hand in one of her sociology reports. So she has to email her professor with proof that she is a part of the Olympics to get an extension on her paper. Which, just hilarious. And then, okay, she gets the extension. She goes to do her free skate, and she eats absolute ass on her first combo. She falls, she eats ass. Credit where credit is due. If you've watched a lot of skating, which honestly I haven't, but I've seen enough to recognize that Maddie is not good at recovery. credit where credit is due. She shakes it off very, very quickly, but she loses so much points with that first combo. She places last. And so Canada is eliminated. From skate. And now she has to face her sociology professor with a loss. GG Canada! Sorry, Canada, bro. Dude, that is some juicy drama. Most sports are. Most sports are. Extension cancelled. That must hurt very deeply being a Canadian. I mean, like, I'm not really a Maddie Skiza fan. Again, artistry is really important for me when it comes to free skate. Also, I'm not that deep into skate. I just like watch it occasionally when it does come on. But it's kind of big in my city, actually. Skate's pretty big in my city. But the thing with Maddie Skiza is she's always been a brat. I think the last Olympics, she like rolled her eyes at a girl that's significantly younger than her because a girl plays higher on podium than her, which is a different kind of embarrassing. But yeah. Do you know how skate? Yeah, I do actually. I do. My ankles are kind of weak, so I can't do it for long though. Yeah. I can't do any tricks though. I can skate forward and I can skate backwards, and that's about it. And sometimes I like to skate really, really fast, but I don't know how it breaks, so I just run myself into a wall and catch myself on it. Crossovers? God no. God no. That's a moral of the story. I guess having a rival really helps. I guess having a rival really, really helps when you have to perform, yeah. Dershia, thank you for 16 months. I don't know anything about sports, but listening to you passionately yap about stuff is nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dershia. Also, let me catch up on some super chats. I know I missed a couple. But yeah, ludicrous display last night. Are we talking Super Bowl now? Are we talking Super Bowl? You guys don't want to talk about Olympics. Are there any... So I'm not fully caught up with the Olympics right now. I watched skate. I watched skating. I watched a little bit, I guess, of downhill skiing. But I have to catch up on more of that because apparently a veteran medalist who came out of retirement, I believe she's part of Team USA, she like tore within the first 10 minutes, her ski pole catches and she goes tumbling and she like tears her ACL and she has to be airlifted out. So like I kind of, in a fucked up sense, I kind of want to watch that happen. Yeah, really bad, brutal. That's terrifying. Oof. She broke her leg there. ACL was already torn. Oh, okay. Lindsay Vonn. Yeah, I heard about it. I watched like a little bit, but I didn't get deep into the highlight clips because I was running late for the gym, so I'll probably watch that later. Silver Dogs, thank you for $4.99. Patriots shown as frauds, call him Drake the schedule mate. Oof. Ooh, really brutal start to your first Super Bowl. Yeah. I heard that it was May's first Super Bowl, and he definitely performed like it. But I don't know. I don't watch enough American football to make any calls on how he usually plays. I haven't like had time to go back the season. But I did see the videos and photos of him crying. I shouldn't laugh. 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 Yeah. Drake May's best years were at North Carolina under the generational bag getter Mac Brown. Oh, you didn't miss anything on yesterday's Super Bowl? I watched a little bit of the highlights. My favorite thing from a Super Bowl is actually the ads. Like, I'm big on watching Super Bowl ads because that's what I like. But this year's Super Bowl ads were kind of doggy doo-doo. I don't know if you guys have any personal favorites, but I didn't enjoy them at all. I saw the Pokemon one. And I found it really disappointing because I don't even know who it's supposed to target. Because I get they had a lot of celebrity appearances, but like Trevor Noah spends more time being a celebrity than he does actually working as an actor or a comedian. And I feel like it's demeaning that they keep forcing him on my TV screen. Yeah. Minions and a Coke Bear. I like the Guy Fieri one. The ads were dumb for most of it. I think the only one that was above dumb was Budweiser. He's a comedian. I believe so. I believe he is. Yeah. Yeah. Write a complaint. I'm good. Nothing was that deep. I think they had like... So they had Lady Gaga in that as well. And I think... one of the Blackpink girls from K-pop's Blackpink, and then I didn't recognize any other celebrities, but I could tell one of them was lying about their favorite Pokemon, because who the fuck has Luxray as their favorite Pokemon? Who? It's rage bait, right? Right? Wow, shaming favorite Pokemon. Go cry about it. Go cry about it. Luxray is cool. Oi, I won't tolerate Luxray standard. Oh, you just used oi in my chat. You just used oi in an English-speaking VTuber chat. Not Aussie either. Oi, oi, oi! I don't know, like, Luxray, I just don't think that's anyone's favorite, really. So do you, Dizzy. I'm literally a fucking anime girl. Do you think I go out in public and go, oi, oi, oi? Metamane, thank you for 14 months. Yes, yes, you guys think too lowly of me. You think too lowly of me. Citrus Eltheraz, thank you for 31 months. Judge, not less the B judge. What's your favorite Pokemon right now? Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur #1 and the Dex #1 in my heart. I really liked Alolan Raichu when it initially came out because, like, it's a psychic floating surfing Raichu. Have you seen the fucking thing? That is an elite pick. Jova Mask, thank you for $5. Puppy Bowl got more views than Super Bowl halftime. I'm okay with it. I didn't actually watch a Puppy Bowl yet. I should. I like that stuff. Surfing Raichu, very cute, very classic. He likes pancakes. He does like pancakes. Silver Spire, thank you for $5. Still laughing at how the Pokemon company spent more on the Super Bowl ad than their entire budget of Legends ZA. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not shocking. Marketing is often a cash guzzler. Dizzy, you were just exposed on Discord on 07 of May of 2024. You said oi on Discord. I never said I didn't use it as a part of my career, my profession. I called you cringe for using it casually. We're not the same. Nye Campbell, thank you for $5. Do you care about soccer at all? No, but my nephew really does, so I have to pretend I know about it. But yeah, where were we on American football? I have like a very polite knowledge of American football, if that makes sense. I know that if Drake is betting for something, to always bet against it. And I know the point of a game is to get the American football from point A to point B. But I was today years old when I found out that this was Seahawks Get Back game. Because I didn't know it went that deep, okay? I didn't know they've been holding the 2015 Super Bowl against the Patriots for like 11 odd years. But the highlights were... The highlights looked less like an anime revenge fight and more like a high school gang fight, but like half the high schoolers are fully developed and the others are 14, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was a very defensive game for the most part. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it. Yes. Yeah, very, very defensive game. Like, honestly, seeing Maze cry is like permanently embedded into my memory at this point. Tuesday, thank you for 23 months. Thank you. I love seeing the Pats lose. So like a middle schooler fight, it was like middle schoolers fighting 18-year-olds. Something like that, I would say. Eric Jimenez, everybody played like girls and it was boring. Yeah, that's kind of what I got out of it too. Like, I'm glad I watched the highlights because I think if I had looked at just the statistics, I would have assumed that Maze did a lot better than he actually did. Because like, you see the footage, right? And listen, I'm not gonna pretend I could throw any fucking better. But I don't think an NFL quarterback should remotely even be in the same realm as a little fucking anime girl. Like, what were those tosses? He got sacked 6 times most in Super Bowl history, by the way. Yeah, he's breaking records. He's breaking records. I just don't know if those were records that he wanted to break. And yeah, he did do better in the 4th quarter from what I saw, but I don't give a kid that, but it wasn't the biggest accomplishment. So my question then becomes to Pats fans, does he always play like this? Does he always play like this? Now another face clipper, thank you for 4 months. I didn't even realize I was gifted. I'm glad the Pats got embarrassed. Cupcake schedule. Drake, the schedule May. I can't believe he got close to MVP. He played good in regular season. He played better when Seahawks already knew they won. He was insanely mid throughout the playoffs. He is not the most sacked. Is he not? Can we bring in an expert? Can we bring in an expert who's like the Waj of American football? Yeah, he got sacked more times than any quarterback in any Super Bowl or playoff bad offensive line. Expert, can we get an expert, please? He played the best defense in the playoffs, but they only won because the other team have no offenses. Joe Burrow 8-sack game in the playoffs versus the Titans. He won that game. Oof. Must be a crazy feeling comparing yourself to football legend Joe Burrow. But yeah, oh my god, the Seahawks defensive line is kind of scary, right? The Seahawks defensive line, Seahawks would be my team if I watched more football, but I don't. I just don't. I know they are a really great team. In terms of like location, they're like right there on the coast with me, so it like makes sense for me being like a Vancouver Canadian to support the Seahawks. But I just don't watch a lot of football. But so like this was like the first Seahawk game I've seen in a while, and oh my god, they are scary. They are very scary, yes. I want the Seahawks defensive line to protect me. Yeah, like if I was ever getting mugged, or if like a bear was trying to attack me, I want the Seahawks defensive line to protect me. Yeah. Like, in fact, I would go as far as to say, fuck the Avengers. Fuck the Avengers. Where were the Seahawks defensive line when Thanos snapped? They're huge. They're huge and scary. And it was also, I believe, like a really big accomplishment for their quarterback, Darnold, if I'm saying it correctly, because from what I understand, Darnold is like very passed around in the NFL. I'm sorry, that might be the wrong term. Yes, Darnold, yes. So he must be feeling fucking amazing. 5 teams, 8 years. He's been on a bunch of teams, yeah. Teams, yes. That's a way of saying it. He played 5 teams before he got to the Super Bowl. Aww. I don't know. He was a Jets first. He got drafted by the Jets. He's lucky to be alive. Oof. Darnold. It's pronounced Darnold. Yeah, so he must be feeling fucking amazing. I don't really get why he was... If anyone in chat could explain this to me a bit better, I don't really know why he was passed around so much. Sorry, I'm still using that phrasing. I've become attached to it. Because I believe Vikings was his last team before he signed with Seahawks for 3 years. And he was only signed with the Vikings for like 1 year. But I looked into it, and he achieved like career highs with them. And isn't that really good? Is that not a good thing? The Jets are cursed. This is why. Jets can't develop quarterbacks for shit. That's why. He won 14 games with the Vikings. That's good. That's good. Holy shit, that's good. He just got unlucky. He wanted better payouts. So like, he's not passed around. He's sleeping his way to the top. Ruined by the Jets, signed with Carolina for a season, then the 49ers as a backup, Minnesota for the start, and Seattle. Oh. Slightly, yes. It's always about the money. Oh. You know what? Good for Darnold. Good for Darnold. Goyochi Hero, thank you for $5. If you want a good laugh, look up an image they used with Darnold when he was with the Jets and they announced that he was out with mononucleosis. That sounds insane. Let's see. Darnold, Jets, mononucleosis. Oh. Oh, this... They fucking hated him. They fucking hated this guy. You see this? You see this, chat? This is what bullying looks like. Holy crap. Yeah, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm going for more photos of him. I just don't think this kid is very... I don't think Sam Darnold is very photogenic. Oh my god. Maybe it's just the Jets photos of him. Maybe it's just the Jet photos. Okay. Now let's see what he looks like on the Seahawks. He has more aura now. I'm not convinced of that. I'm not convinced that Jet Li of the Seattle Seahawks has more aura now. I don't know, he's doing the hand pose. Maybe if that shit has aura, maybe I do have a chance. That's a spirit. That's the spirit. well, he's got stash, so there's that. You guys are nice. You guys are very sweet. Now another phase. Clipper, thank you. Now look up Sanchez butt fumble. I know this one. This is a very famous. This is a very famous meme. This is like old school. This is like 2010s, I believe. No, not the butt fumble. The butt fumble is so good though. The butt fumble is so... I didn't know that was Jets too. It was a 2012 Thanksgiving game. Yeah. I saw this all over like Facebook back in the day. Silver Dogs, thank you for a super chat. Sam Darnold is the GEQ bus. What's the JEC bus? JEC bus. Stephen Ton, thank you for $5. I'm so happy the Pats lost from a salty Cowboys fan. Thank you for a super chat. Yeah, I don't think Pats fans are real. If there are any Pats fans in chat, please stand up. But I don't think you guys exist. I know that Lumi, Kaneko Lumi of FaZe Connect FaZe Invaders was live tweeting about the Super Bowl and is a self-proclaimed Pats fan. I don't think she was being genuine. I think that I feel like that had to be like a like a really, really niche bit. Yeah. I like the Pats. Sorry, I stay with Pittsburgh sports team. I don't know if you're a Pats fan. I mean, they had Tom Brady. They had Tom Brady for a while, so I think if you like Tom Brady, you like the Pats back then. But if you like the Pats because of Tom Brady, you didn't like the Pats, you just like Tom Brady. Yeah, everyone likes the Pats when they're winning. I see. I see. They won 6 Super Bowls. Isn't that a reason enough to dislike them? Said I have no horse in this race, and I don't. If I knew anything about the Seahawks, aside from the fact that their defensive line is scary, I'd be taking shots at them too. Silverdog, thank you for your $4.99. Sam Darnold is the first Jets quarterback to win a Super Bowl since 1965 and the first 49ers quarterback to win a Super Bowl since 1995. Oh. Pats never cheated. It's all fake news. Fight. Vikings suck. Twins are eternally cursed. Wolves can't get past the WCF. All my hopes is now in Quinn Hughes, Brock Faber, and Matt Boldley for the Wilds. Quinn Hughes is a name I have heard before. I don't know a lot about American football, but Quinn Hughes, that's NHL! That's why I know who this is! We're talking about football. This guy literally played on the Canucks! I only know this guy because he's literally from my city. Oh, he's American. He literally probably lived in my city! He's a little confused, but he got spirit. Yes, he does. Thank you. Beacon NYY, thank you for $10. Joe Namath sold his soul for Super Bowl III, and the Jets have been cursed since. That's very funny. Demonio, thank you for $5, saying old school in 2010 made me feel old. Oh, I'm sorry. What are other like super old sports memes? What are like your favorite old classic? What are your favorite classic sports memes? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like anything with like Anthony Edwards in it was really funny back in the day. Is he what is he up to these days? What is Anthony Edwards doing? Oh, I said back in the day, but that was only like 5 years ago now that I think about it. I mostly kept up with NBA from like D Rose when he was like rookie of the year that year, and I kind of dropped off watching around 2023. I know the last 2 years as far as drafting went haven't been the strongest like graduating years going into like, you know, like rookie pickup season. That being said, I know very, very recently, like this weekend, Castle from Spurs, I think might have broken some records. I don't usually keep up with like kind of Texas teams that much, but yeah. I think Castle went insane. And then on the Eastern Conference, Jalen Johnson had a very, very good week. Yeah. Yeah. 40 points, triple double. Yeah, he had like an insane ratio of points per shot or something. Yeah. AB went insane. Spurs are my team. 2016 Cleveland Browns was cursed. They were. Do you remember Linsanity? Yeah, like you know, as an Asian, I can't deny that I partook in Linsanity. Cause I did. You know, I was just like, this guy's gonna be like the greatest of all time. Turns out he was washed after 2 weeks, cause you know. And I have this theory. So like the whole thing about Linsanity, the whole thing about Jeremy Lin, like there were a lot of accusations of him being bullied out the league, and a lot of accusation of racism, which like I believe to an extent, right? Because like obviously basketball traditionally is a sport with predominantly like white and black players. So I was just like, you know, like as one of the few Asians in the sport, like I could kind of see it. But then what happens is more and more interviews come out from Jeremy Lin. And more documentaries come out about Jeremy Lin. And then social media happens. And I don't know if I'm the only person of this opinion. Like, as a person, Jeremy Lin kind of sucks. Don't know if that's just me. But he seems really annoying. What he do? He just runs his mouth like a lot. Like a lot. But like he's not talking smack, so it's not like entertain. It's not like in an entertaining way. He's like really fucking pretentious. Yeah, because he's a Harvard guy. He's obviously a very like intelligent man. He's an intelligent man, but he just talks so much, and he's on this like fucking high horse. At least that's my vibe. It feels like he's on a high horse all the time, and people talk about how humble it is, but it feels like he's being humble, like in a very disingenuous way. Like very like, ooh, look at me, look how humble I am. Humble bragging, yeah. So I have this theory, I have this personal theory that the reason Jeremy Lin was disliked in the NBA wasn't entirely because he was Asian. I'm sure they used that to take shots at him. I'm pretty sure he probably got bullied because he's a bitch. And I get that. I really do. Yeah, we're talking about Linsanity. Yeah. Listen, I too was a victim of Linsanity back in the day. Yeah, Yao Ming was far more respected. Just like the treatment day and night, yeah. Does he out of nowhere with his steel chair? I guess so. I guess it's just really that unpopular of an opinion. Do you think Jeremy Lin, his retired ass, truly fucking cares about what an anime girl on the internet talks about? Actually, after seeing his social media, yes, he does. But Jeremy Lin plays Dota and I respect him for that. True? Wow, wow, wow. Holy shit, did you know that sports ball players have hobbies outside of their sports ball? It's like how Luka Doncic loves his horses more than he'll ever love basketball. Have you seen that man and his horses? Jokic, my bad. All the Europeans get confused in my mind. Thank you for the correction. Jokic horse. Look at this, guys. Look at how this man runs for his fucking horse. Nikola Jokic and his horse. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Jokic is the one who clocks in and out of a Denver Nuggets. And Doncic is the one who I think endorses Overwatch. It's Overwatch or it's Apex Legends. Yes? One or the other. Yeah. He plays Overwatch. Ain't no way. No, I think he's endorsed it a number of times in commercials. Yeah, he's like a frequent spokesperson for them. He was top 500 in Overwatch at some point. That's crazy. So yeah, we got Overwatch player and horse guy with a horse, and those are two. I think we're both amongst the most popular players on their team. Yeah, top 500 is actually really good. No, I'm not making fun of him. I promise. I just think it's ridiculous. Because if you think of how much training these guys put into a season of their game. Shinon, thank you for the raid. Shinon. Do I have a raid song for Shinon yet? Does anyone remember? Say so, right? Yeah, very say so. I don't know. First time? I think second maybe. I haven't. I don't think you did. What's a good siren song? It should just be a moan. She's bringing say so back. Wait, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, guys. Yes? Oh my, that was good. We'll take it. Them other girls don't know how to act. Yeah. Yes, perfect. Love it, inspired. You took a bit. No, we'll do the 2 lines. She's bringing sexy back. Them other girls don't know how to act. Yeah. Thank you, Sheena, for the raid. Nana Bros, I hope you enjoyed her stream. Nana, yo, we're just talking about sports today. It's really chill. Thank you. The freak is all the leash. You don't say that about me. You say that about her. Cisco-chan, thank you for the 9 months. Bravo. Very good. Excellent. Sports on my VTuber channel. Yeah, we're actually talking about sports today. Citrus, thank you for our 5 gifted memberships. Max, thank you for 19 months. Jokic didn't cry when he won the NBA finals, but he cried when his horse won a race. I would too. I would too. And he has a beautiful horse, actually. He actually, Joe Kit, horse. Let's see if I can find a photo of just the horse and not just him running and crying. Because his horse is actually like quite pretty. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Is this the best photo? I think this one. Very expensive horse too. Look at this horse. Look at this horse. It has such expressive eyes. This horse is amazing! Yes! Bro loves the thing. He literally clocks in and out. He literally just clocks in and out. Dizzy, have you gone over the NBA yet? Very curious of your thoughts. It's a great season. I'm not following it too closely. I think a lot of my excitement for NBA died basically when Waj retired. I don't know if he's doing something else right now. He might be. But Waj, if you guys didn't know, is like there are like two big reporters for NBAs. There's Waj and there's Shams. And I've always thought Shams is cringe. But one of the funnest, most hyped things about watching basketball is drafting season. Because you're literally like sat at your desk and every like 5, 10, 15 minutes, a Waj bomb goes off. Or like Shams has his moments, I guess. Where they would like release the newest news about like whatever is going on in the draft season, if there's any big trades, any big pickups, and that is just like, ooh, the high I get out of that. He's leading his alma mater's athletic department. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Remember when Shams and Waj went band for band during the trade deadlines? Yes! Yes! It's my favorite thing about American basketball! It's the coolest thing ever, but this season's actually been so far very, very good. There's some games ongoing right now. I'm unfortunately a Bulls fan, but actually right now is not a bad time to be into the Bulls, like at all. At all. They have some pretty good players, I would say. They have some pretty decent players. I think we got a big trade recently. Let me look it up. Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are tanking. The Bulls are always tanking. The Bulls, oh, they traded most of their good players away. I see. I see. Ooh. We had some good players. Oof. Maybe I should have been paying more attention to the Eastern Conference this year. Oof. Oof. Cisco, thank you for 9 months. James Asian, thank you for $2. No martial arts at this time at the Olympics. I think martial arts are mostly for summer. I think it's usually summer games where you get the martial arts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Dizzy, were you around for the 90s basketball craze? Not so much, actually. Not so much. I started watching early mid, I guess, 2000. So I started watching in D Rose's rookie year, which I believe that was like 2009 or something, and he was drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and that's why I stay a D Rose fan. He actually just retired officially last year or the year before, and he did it in the very, like, the reason I like D Rose is he's a very stylish guy. He's a very stylish, he does the D Rose like, he just got finesse. Yeah, his number was retired a few days ago. That's what it was. I believe he like left a singular, like with a name like D Rose, you have to be a stylish guy. But I believe for his retirement or something, he left like a single rose for all of his teammates, and I'm just like, D Rose, the woman that you are. But like, he's a man, but like if I was an anime villainess, like if I was like a anime aristocrat, that's something I would do. That's what I would do. I just like the theatrics of it. It's really cool. But yeah, he's the youngest MVP in league history. And he's just like, he got so many injuries throughout his career, and he just like, you would have expected him to retire earlier, honestly. You would have expected him to retire earlier. Other players I like, he was too reckless. I mean, it's a contact sport, so it is what it is. I had really high hopes actually for Zion Williamson, and he is my greatest disappointment. Jimmy Buckets, I really like Jimmy Buckets, so especially in Miami Heat, I think he's great for the Heat. I think he's currently with Golden State now, actually, which I should probably keep up with because Golden State Warriors does really well in Western Conference, and obviously they have like Steph Curry and Draymond Green, but I really like Jimmy Buckets. Yeah, he's injured again. I follow literally every single injured fucking. Can't have shit. Guys, if you want to predict who's gonna get injured next season, just ask me who my favorite player at the end of this season is. And it's an ACL too? Anthony Davis will be injured next year. That's okay. I don't care about deeply for Anthony Davis. He's very injury prone, is he not? Anthony Davis. He's like he's getting up there in age, but like I think he was injured last after I saw him last year, I believe. Who is he playing for now? Washington Wizards. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Please don't be a fan of Wemby, Disney. Please don't be a fan of Wemby. Yeah. But I think this season has been like really, really good overall for NBA. If there's any really good games I should check out, let me know. El Pinecone, thank you $5. Okay, time to make a Bulls fan truce and go all in rooting for the Knicks this season because we're chill like that. Brinson, a small guard like D Rose. I fucking hate the Knicks, well. I fucking hate the New York Knicks. I know they're like probably like first in conference right now. Like they're a strong team. I get it. But like I don't. I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a second. Don't get your knickers in a butt. Listen. Have you met a Knicks fan? Have you guys ever met a New York Knicks fan? It's natural to hate them. It's part of the culture to hate them. And Pistons are first in the East right now. Okay, I can cheer for the Pistons. I can. Who's third? Third Eastern Conference standings. Let's see. Who's third right now? So it's going Pistons, Knicks, Celtics. Man, I don't want Celtics to get a W. Oh, Raptors in fifth though. Very nice. I don't want Boston to get a W. You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with where we are. And then Western Conference. Follow Knicks kind of because of an ex-neighbor. Pistons and the Hornets just had a fight. Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets. I'm Oklahoma Thunder. I guess if anything, I do kind of want to cheer on the Spurs because they're having a very good season right now. And their weekend games have been pretty insane. Yeah. Because they have Wemby. They have Wemby and they have Castle comes from a very weak draft group. He comes from a very weak, like very mediocre, I guess, draft group. So he's like playing, I think, way better than expected. Yeah. Dizzy knows ball. Dizzy be balling. Miami Heat pretty decent, but after Butler left, it's downhill now. Yeah, well, Jimmy buckets. So if anyway, I do kind of want to cheer for the Spurs this year, I think. But I'm very ignorant about how their team comp is looking. I know they're doing well, but I'm very ignorant about team comp. Disney Sport Talk never disappoints. I'm a big fan, guys. I am a big fan. I am a fucking casual, okay? I watch all my sports casually. I dip in and out depending on what my niche micro interest is at the time. Like, I was really into MMA. I was really into fighting late, but a couple months ago, I was really into fighting and I have not looked back since. I did see though, I know we're not, technically it's not listed. I did see some guy bite someone's fucking ear off though. In a recent Clash event. I don't know if it was clean off, but I saw the fucking video and it looked so incredibly painful. Mike Tyson? No. It was an MMA. MMA Clash. It was like Clash 15. It just happened. Yeah. It's just happened. We got a new biter. Bro, what? Yes. Please go watch it. This is not technically UFC. This is Clash. This is different. So like, there's different organizations. There's different organizations in the world for mixed martial arts and fighting. UFC is probably the biggest one. Clash is much smaller. You guys might know One Championship. That's the second. Well, internationally, they're like the biggest, but they're technically a step down from UFC because UFC is more mainstream. But Clash is like kind of niche, but they're notable. But I think it went viral actually, so you guys can check Twitter for this. But there was a Clash fight yesterday or the night before, and the fighter just fucking bit his opponent, just like, and there was blood. There's so much blood. I think the crowd started throwing chairs or something. Yeah. And it looked absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, I'm going to have to look this up. It was wild. Lizzie, have you seen Armored MMA? It's so fun if you like medieval armor and weapons. No, does that even count as a sport at that point? What punishment does the biter get? I think he got disqualified. I mean, he got disqualified, as he should. Fencing, etc. are sports too. Actually, you know what? You're right. You're actually very right about that. My bad. My bad. Dizzy, you have to get into F1. I'm lightly into F1. There was a crazy F1 race a couple months, well, the season's over. Race a couple months ago where one of the underdog teams, like one of the drivers won with what is considered the worst vehicle in the entire in all of F1. I watched a little bit of the highlights for that one. Yeah. I'm forgetting the driver's name right now, but let me look into it. Hulkenberg, yes! Thank you. Hulkenberg, thank you. It was like actually legendary, and it really made you want to cheer for him because he's such an underdog, basically. I don't know. He's probably not an underdog, but the team that he was driving for. Is, yeah. I think he is with Audi this year, which is pretty interesting. Yeah. And this will be Audi's first year. I might be wrong. Were they in F1 before and then they moved out of F1, or is this actually just their first year ever in F1? Everything I know about F1 is from a Brad Pitt movie. Generally, my review of F1 is it's kind of a hard sport to get into, because if you don't get it, it's just like some of the tracks aren't the most fun to watch, especially right now. There's like a couple people that are really notable, and it's usually them on the podium. What's interesting is the team dynamics, because there's usually like 2 drivers per team, and how they will strategize to kind of either A, keep their team winning, or B, are they gonna drive for themselves, because at the end of the day, they're all athletes as well. I think that kind of dynamic is really interesting when it comes to F1. And also, of course, like, it's cars, so like the mechanical aspect of F1 gets very interesting, because there's 3 different types of tires, I believe: hard tire, soft, and then medium. And these tires will perform differently and better or worse depending on weather conditions. And you have to change the tires out because they're driving so fast that it like shreds up the tires on the racetrack. And so like, let's say that your fucking pit crew is a little bit like, they gotta be a well-oiled driving machine, because let's say you're the fucking guy on pit crew that was a little bit fucking late to get the wheel on. You have ruined your fucking team. I think that's really interesting and fun. Yes. Look up F1 pit stops there and say, no, I've watched a lot. Well, I've watched a lot of races at this point, so that's fun. Not only that, but you also have a limited number of tires, so tread management is very important. Yes. Ferrari Kid, thank you for $5. If you're talking about racing now, Miss Dizzy, what are your thoughts on Ferrari? Of course, the Ferrari Kid would want to know my thoughts on Ferrari. I mean, Lewis Hamilton. There's really not much to say about Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc is like... Wait, no, you're a Ferrari fan. I can't say what my honest thoughts on Leclerc are. But anyways, another thing is like watching how athletes' bodies I'm not a big fan of Charles Leclerc. Leclerc. Actually, I think he was one of the people in the Pokemon ad. Now that I think about it, I think Charles Leclerc was in the Pokemon ad. He was. I think his and then I think he chose Arcanine as his favorite Pokemon. And I think I full on rolled my fucking eyes because he was just like, I like it for the fucking speed. That thing has a 95 speed base stat. It's not that fast. There are faster Pokemon. You obviously chose it for the branding because it happens to look like Ferrari colors. Probably for reason. Yep. Yeah. Ferrari Kid, thank you for $2. Ferrari plus Pokemon, best combo ever. Thank you. The Monsters, thank you for $5. Dizzy, I have a recommendation for a sports watch. Look up Jurassic Fight Night. I can. I'll do that after stream. Mastering, thank you for $5. This is all foreign to me as someone with zero interest in sports. I've always seen it as a normie hobby. Surprised there's a lot of fan overlap here. Dude, no. Let me explain to you how this works, okay? Let me explain to you how this works. If you grew up in a household where your mom and dad were not home very often, there are two reliable channels. One is the cartoon channel. The other is the sports channel. That's it. So if you're really into watching sports, you probably were also really into like a certain cartoon back in the day. That explains a lot, yeah. Actually, sports helps with talking to other people. No, sports helps talking to other people if you play sports. That being said, I remember being in school and everyone being super into hockey and then me feeling like the odd kid out all the time because I only know how to talk about like basketball and like NBA, so I think it helps if you watch a popular sport for your area. Cygnus Star, thank you for $10. I respect Lamine Yamal's Pokemon choice because no one would pick that. Is that the one who picked? Is she the girl who picked the Luxray? Oh no! That's the guy. What did he pick? He picked the legendary. Yeah. He's Zygarde. Yes! But yeah, I don't think sports is... here's the thing. People think of sports and going to the gym as like very normal activities. But like... It's all a special interest. They're all special interest group. Nobody fucking sane. You know, like the people who play sports and the people who spend all their time at the gym, they're not fucking sane human beings. Okay? Like when you look at bodybuilders, when you look at those guys or those girls who are like 0% body fat and made out of fucking muscles, they're not right in the head, and that's not just like a substance abuse problem that they have, speaking, because you know trend is a thing. That's just like how they're wired, or like how they got wired over a period of time, that they want to push their bodies to like superhuman, or in some ways sometimes subhuman extents, to see like basically if they can like escape the limits of humanity. And it's like when you get into bodybuilding, that's not even effective strength. Honestly, it's all aesthetics. Because building strength and building muscle are technically two separate things. Like, I'm considered incredibly strong. I'm very strong for my size, and that's not because like, but you wouldn't guess it because outwardly I'm built like a fucking stick figure with tits. Okay, I just got that like I just got that slave labor strength in me. Okay, it's just like. I got that railroad strength. Yeah, it's different. It's in the blood. Oh yeah, like but like if you want to train for strengths, if you want to like train for practical strength, I think like calisthenics is really good. Obviously like keeping your cardio up, that's really good. But a lot of the big muscular guys, actually like tons of them, probably if you break it down are pretty close to obese in terms of BMI, and at the size that they are, at the weight that they are, they probably have like sleep apnea and a bunch of stuff like that. That you do stuff like that because it's a special interest for you. Same thing for girls. Same thing for girls with like looks, right? Like, you know, like not caring about the way you look as a girl isn't the flex you think it is. The girls who really care about their appearance, the girls who like spend a lot of time on that stuff, that's special interest. And honestly, a lot of them read like autistic girls to me because they're probably thinking like, you know, like they're thinking like of how it helps them fit in, how it helps them camouflage. Like the Korean idols, I guess. I mean, their appearance at that point is part of their job. But there's a lot of girls who it's not necessarily part of their job, but they just get really into it because it's like something that they can control and min-max throughout their life. Skincare is min-maxing. All you really need to do for skincare is wash your face, moisturize, and wear sunscreen. It's 3 steps. Anything else you add on top of that is for min-max. Drink water. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. But it's fun. It's fun to figure out what you can control more or less. Yeah. Yeah. I try not to think of in terms of like, oh, this interest or this hobby makes you normie, or like this hobby or this interest is like really obscure and niche. Typically, even if like you can get into niches, like especially when it comes to like appearances, because there's like, I guess the term is aesthetics now, but there used to be subcultures, so like people would be like really into looking goth or punk for a time. That's still an interest now, right? But yeah, I think that's just like having something you like. Gatekeeping is important though. Yeah, I mean like even for normie stuff, I feel like gatekeeping is important because I don't want to like teach girls how fire my niche $12 eyebrow pencil is because I don't want it sold out every time I go to the drugstore. Fuck you, TikTok. But yeah, I don't necessarily think sports is a normie activity. I think you can find a lot of, if you give it a chance, if you want to get into watching it, you can find a lot of ways to enjoy it. I can't emphasize enough that most gym goers aren't people who have special interest in bodybuilding. That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm just saying that most of the people you see with that physique, usually it's a special interest. I go to the gym because I have to, but I complain every fucking step of the way. Yes. NBA and anime go hand in hand now. I mean, if you think about it, NBA players have their like special little moves that they get famous for, and that's basically an alt. And I'm sure that has to happen in like other sports too. I mean, obviously MMA is anime. Is anime. He's alting, she's alting, ref, do something. No, that's legitimately how it goes. It's like if you ever watch sports and a basketball player is about to pull off his ult, everyone just goes fucking crazy because we're just like, oh my god, he's alting right now. There he goes, he's alting. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, baseball is great. I don't watch baseball. We don't really have that culture here, unfortunately. I know enough. I know enough about like the one super popular player, and that's it. Yeah. A lot of MMA fighters use the Rock Lee pose. I mean, a lot of MMA fighters are nerds, are weebs. Like Adesanya being the first name that pops out to mind. He's the style bender, and in one championship, there's been a lot of fighters who fight whose walkout music is anime music versus a Baby Shark guy who literally just walks out to Baby Shark. It's very popular, yeah. Some Ram Aspen Keeper $2. Andy Hugs Axe Kick and Mirko Crows Cop LHK in K1. Yeah, for ulting. Mike Dawson Powell, thank you for $5. Gatekeeping hockey by hating heated rivalry fans were literally harassed players making Fujo fantasies. I mean, listen. I'm gonna say something very brave right now. Most old school Fujos don't like heated rivalry. It's not that good. It's not that good. But the two main love it. I hear the books are better. Heated rivalry is like two Fujos. What Boruto is to shonen fans. Or no, solo leveling. It's the solo leveling of Fujo shit. Yes. Oh, oof. Stolen Valor. Oh, it's slop. I get it. Yes. So you know how there's an entire generation of kids that got into anime because of solo leveling, and they say they're really into action and like fighting and shonen anime? Oh wow, yes. Right? That's kind of how Fujos feel about heated rivalry. Because, you know, we've been here. We've been in the fandom. We've done our due diligence. We've read our big three. And then out of fucking nowhere, we get heated rivalry. And everyone, their mom and their grandma, suddenly starts calling themselves a Fujo. And it's like, hold my yaoi, please. Hold my yaoi, please. The best couple in heated rivalry, apparently, isn't even the main love, like the main two characters. It's the side couple. And many such cases, but like, hold my yaoi, let me put you on Yuri on Ice. So yeah, when you are just like, ooh, I hate the Fujos so much. They're shitting up my anime or my sports, whatever. Just remember, we don't claim them. We don't claim them. What is the Fujo Big 3 is it different from a regular Big 3? In terms of like proper BL, Junjo Romantica. Junjo Romantica is... God, we're on Yaoi Talk during that. I should keep my Yaoi Talk off of the sports stream. We're good. We're good. We're off topic. This is your fault, chat. You're the ones who brought it up. You're the fucking freaks who did this to me. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing, okay? Come on, we all knew this would happen. Who? Chat, Mike Dawson Powell. Mike Dawson Powell. MikeDawsonPal. That's who you blame, not me. You blame him. You blame him. He bought Yaoi into this chat. It was not me for once. I kept this a boy-friendly fucking space. I kept it a boy-friendly space. That guy, you see him in chat right now. That guy did this to you. He baited me. And then you guys started asking more questions. I'm naming and shaming, yes. I'm naming and shaming. Got one guy. He paid me $5. He paid me $5 and none of you interrupted him. And this is all your fault. You did this to me. You did this to me. I'm being unfairly discriminated against. Ever heard of a show called Deadliest Warriors? Is that a cartoon? It sounds like a cartoon. Deadliest Warriors. Oh, no, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this at all. How is this related to sports? It's a Spike TV classic. I don't know. I watched a lot of like ESPN and the Canadian equivalent of Cartoon Network for my time, Teletoon, and YTV, which I guess would be Nickelodeon if you're American. It's like very similar, but it has different programming, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically where all my niche hobbies and interests come. Very, very scary developmental years. YTV had anime. They did. I think they also had like a little bit of sports on it now that I think about it, but it was always hockey. Because that's just like the de facto Canadian sport to watch. Yes. And they had a reboot as well. RB Grizzly, thank you for $5. Dizzy, you ever watch Bully Beatdown? It was a reality and MMA show. It was very fun to watch. No, I haven't. I didn't get into MMA until, honestly, I think it was after McGregor. It was probably like right around, well, he's technically not retired. He's just not in the mainstream anymore. I think he's like running for president now or something. But when Conor McGregor was really popular, I think like a little bit after he had claimed his lightweight championship belt, I think that's when I started getting into it. He's gone, not anymore. Yeah. Before he lost his mind, yeah. I think I started getting into around the Dustin, it was like Khabib or Dustin Poirier era is when I started getting into UFC and watching a lot of UFC. And that lasted a couple years because there's something really rewarding about watching two half-naked men roll around on top of each other and punch each other's teeth in. Yes. Women go hard in MMA. Nunes is fucking scary. Does she's probably not retired right now. But I used to follow her super closely. Back when she was featherweight, even. I think she moved up to bantamweight now. But I don't know. There's this little delusional part of my mind where anytime I like see something cool, like I think to myself, yeah, I could do that. So I remember getting into like UFC and I didn't know how much cardio. Was in fighting, but because I have very decent strength for my size, I was just like, you know, like in the very lowest of a low weight division, the ones that aren't even aired in UFC, the ones you have to go to Japan for, I feel like I could stand a chance. And then I went to like a woman's self-defense class with my friend, and we actually ended up getting kicked out because she got too violent. But I remember just like going around, I was just like my cardio. She defended herself too hard. You know what? At least if I ever go out with her, I know I will be safe. At least you gotta work out. Yeah. You know, like half a decade ago. Half a decade and then some. Good strength, but with every step in the cardio bludgeoned by your own doker. Do you like cardio now? No, man. No, I did a new PR today for the squat rack. And the hardest thing is I felt out of breath after like 10 reps. What's your PR? I don't want to share my baby numbers because you guys are gonna make fun of me. You guys are gonna make fun of me and I don't like that. Mercenary 56, thank you for $5. I know what you mean. I'm doing 6 months of boxing and I'm dying. Why would you do that to yourself? I guess cardio is very important. In general, but I avoid it when I can. Fabry Matthew, thank you for $5, $1 million, but you have to last more than 1 round in the octagon with an MMA fighter. Who are you choosing? Can I fight Mike Tyson? But while I'm holding a pigeon? He wouldn't hit me if I hold a pigeon, right? Yes? Yes? That's not MMA. No, I know, but like, I'm trying to figure out how to survive, chat. I'm trying to figure out how to live through this. I think he might kill you if it gets hurt. I'll hold it gently. I'll hold it very, very gently. Which Mike Tyson, young, cartoon, or old? I want old Mike. I want the oldest, like the current Mike. I want Mike Tyson. I want Mike Tyson right now. No, I want Mike Tyson after he's eaten a big plate of spaghetti as I hold a pigeon. Gently. With lots of Valium in the spaghetti, yes. I want food coma, Mike. I want food coma. I want Jackie Chan after he's been successfully bribed. Victory in war is decided by the one who controls pigeons, son Dizzy. RB Grizzly, thank you for $5. Dizzy, oh, I already read that, thank you. Isn't Jackie Chan super injured? Yeah, and he's more of a Hollywood star than anything at this point. I don't know, but he might like, you know, like he might think of me as like one of his kids, and then I'm gonna give a worse fucking beating of my life. Like if I at all resemble any of his children, I'm getting... Don't even bother calling the hospital, just clean up. Do not even bother with the ambulance, just clean up. any of the like any of the Asian fighters, to be honest. My fear is they would see a little bit of their son in me, and then I would never walk again. Son? Son, daughter, same thing. Guys, remember, there's no women on the internet. Get over it. Battle them Pokemon style and send out Eber. You know, my rate of survival might increase with that. Yeah. You have to channel all of your chi into your first strike. Isn't there a really crazy kung fu athlete right now that I believe they're trying to recruit for the UFC, and his particular form of martial arts is like they try to totally relax the arms so they can basically use them as whips or something. I swear to God, I saw this. I saw an article or something about this floating by, and I thought it was so cool. Because he was like doing a demonstration of his martial arts, and the wind was literally like whipping and slicing, and then I think he like hit a plate of iron to show the effectiveness. Man, that's a Baki character. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And he like hit this like plate of iron, and it just like bent. It just fucking bent, and I was just like, that's magic. That's magic. That's all. He went Ultra Instinct down. Dude has been reading too much manga. Honestly, I look forward to the day a manga artist picks up on it. I look forward to them figuring out how to write this in a story for me. Dizzy's son is going to be a Baki character. Oh, I'd never. I don't think I'd ever let any of... If I had a son, I probably wouldn't want him to fight seriously. I'm open to the idea of martial arts because it teaches discipline. Growing up, there were a few kids that I went to school with, like grew up with, and we all lived in the same neighborhood. And they had like looking back, they had it pretty rough. They didn't have like the best family situations. And then, and I did not get along with them at all during school. They were like very much brats, right? And then I saw them when we get like a little bit older towards our teen years, just because we all like, you know, neighborhood, whatever. And a lot of them got into MMA actually. MMA or Muay Thai, I think, were the popular ones for my neighborhood. Because this is when McGregor was... It was a good year for fighting for UFC. And they were like way better behaved. Like way more normal. Like, holy shit. They actually speak English now. They're not just like running off of trees and shit. So for that reason, I would be open to signing my kids up for like karate or taekwondo or whatever. Yeah, their teacher did really well. Yeah, those douches, exactly. I wouldn't really want my children to get hurt doing anything. That being said, I think girls are a bit different. I think if she displays enough bloodlust from a young age, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you're making mommy's dreams come true. Honey, you're gonna make mommy's dream come true. You're gonna be the next Nunes. You're gonna enter the UFC. You're gonna be featherweight champion. That's scarier. It's okay. I'm going to teach a boy basketball or soccer or I don't know. Curling seems like a popular Canadian sport, and I will teach a girl to fight. Do you have good female fighting genetics? My dad actually, Elderbug was a fighter. Elderbug has 3 black belts. And I've been salty ever since. I've been salty since the day I was born that he didn't sign me up for any martial arts. And so the next generation will inherit my wish. The bloodline, Disney, the bloodline! Exactly, I can't waste the genetics. I can't waste it at all. Did Brother Bug at least get some training? No, Brother Bug is a lover, not a fighter. So Brother Bug cried at the idea of going to mixed martial arts. I remember there was like... We moved around a lot as a kid. But one year we moved somewhere where they had like karate classes, and like periodically we'd walk by the little gym where they had kids karate classes, and I'd be like, put me in there, let me fight, like very gremlin-esque. And unironically, Brother Bug would be reading a book. So I think that says a lot about our dynamics. Yes. And that's why I like watching sports now. Elderbug always wished I grew up to be something I'm not. Anyways, I've been yapping for a bit, but I believe BB's birthday stream is coming right up. So I'm gonna end things here. Thanks for listening to me talk about sports and shit. It was fun. My schedule for this week. I was thinking of taking it easy. I don't think I'm able to. Because I was drafted for an official company event. And I have collabs. And then there's a state of play. So, I will take tomorrow off at the very least. I'll see you guys sometime Wednesday and Friday if my mental health does not give up on me, or if I don't collapse at the gym. Until next time. I'll miss you. Bye bye.